Hi, I'm Darlene from the Rustic Refinery, and I am a member of the design team here at Ninny's Napkins. Today I'm going to be making this wooden block trio using mini rice papers in a spring theme. Today I'm going to be using Fusion Mineral Paint in the color Champlain. So I'm going to be using this set of 3 6x6 wooden blocks, and all of the products I'm using today will be available to purchase at ninnysnapkins.com. So I'm going to start by applying a light coat of paint to the front of the blocks. It is important that you use a light or neutral colored paint when you're using rice papers or napkins in your decoupaging so that the colors pop. So as you can see, I've finished all 3 blocks and I'm drying them now with a heat tool. And once those are completely dry, you're going to start by painting the sides of each block and then continue on to the backs until the entire block has been painted. So I'm choosing my design from this set of rice papers. Now there are 6 papers inside each package, so you have the option to choose what you like. And these are the 3 that I've chosen for today's project. And these mini rice papers are available with lots of different designs from ninnysnapkins.com. So we're going to use a process called water tearing, and you're using a fine paintbrush dipped in water. And what you're wanting to do is tear away these edges using just the tip of your finger, and it creates a nice feathered look on the papers, which allows for better blending on this project or any other projects that you might be using rice paper on. So we're going to continue to do this until we have all 4 sides done on all 3 of the papers that we are using today. I really love how these fit nicely on the 6x6 blocks. So I'm using the heavy duty extreme varnish today because that's what I have on hand, but you can really use any polyvine varnish that we have available at ninnysnapkins.com. I prefer the dead flat finish personally because I'm always looking for that vintage aged look. Now some of these varnishes are available in satin and gloss as well if you prefer more sheen to your project. So you're going to apply a light coat of the varnish to all 4 edges of that, and then you're going to apply your paper, and you're going to want to use just a very light pressure, kind of smooth it out and push that down once you've lined your paper up properly. Okay, and you're going to go out to all the edges just to make sure you get really good adhesion. So I always double check that for air bubbles. This is your time. And then I'll apply a light coat on top just to make sure that those edges are nice and sealed, and then I apply it to the whole surface as a protective coating, and it also helps to smooth out any air bubbles. Now I did notice that I forgot to water tear a little bit of the top of this piece, so I've just pulled the paper back up, which is what's nice about rice papers. I'm taking away what I'd forgotten to take off initially, and then it allows me, just using my brush, I'm going to smooth that right back out again. And those feathered edges blend in nicely with the entire block. So then you're going to get the second block, and we're going to follow the same steps. So we're going to put on a light coat of the polyvine varnish, which serves as your adhesive. Just one light coat. You want to check the edges and make sure you don't have any runs. Then you're going to place the rice paper on top. You're going to smooth that out with your hands just to basically get rid of any big wrinkles or air bubbles, and you're going to start applying another light coat of the polyvine varnish on top, and you're using the wet brush to push out any air bubbles or wrinkles that you might see there. Okay, so now that all 3 of these are done, I am waiting for those to dry, and then once they're dry, I'm going to start applying the same top coat to the sides and the back, and that's just going to give the entire project an overall seal and give it a finished look. And once all of those pieces are dried now, front and back, I'm going to take a sanding tool that I have, but you can use a sanding block or even an emery board. And I'm just basically sanding the edges. I'm not too much on the paper portion. I'm focusing on the wood, and I'm just softening those edges. And then that's going to prepare it for our next step. So what I want to do next is I want to apply a wax to the edges to enhance the design and give it a finished look. So Finnabair is an option that we offer here at ninnysnapkins.com. And then I also have Rub and Buff in a gold and an ebony. So for today, I'm going to use the Rub and Buff, but I really do like the Finnabair waxes that we offer here. You're going to apply a very small amount. I'm using gold and black. I'm going to put this onto my little tray. And for this, I kind of do a finger application. So I'm going to put a little bit on my finger. I want to rub off any excess. You don't want to come in too heavy with the waxes. Okay, and once you feel like you've got, I have a little mark, a little spot of dust there. So you want to get that out of the way. And then what you're going to do is you're going to slowly on an angle start applying this to the surface. Now, I did kind of notice here that my black wasn't really going on very well. I think it might have been dried up a little bit. So I'm going to try it again. If that doesn't work, I'm going to have to get some more out. Yeah, it looks like I need some more. Okay, so again, just a very small amount. You're going to squeeze it onto the tray. Okay, you don't want to squeeze it directly on your finger because you cannot control how much you're putting on your piece if you do that. So dab it in, rub it out a little bit. And then you're going to apply it to just the edges. And that's part of why I sanded. It kind of helps me remember exactly where I want to put it. And you can see now this is definitely looking a little bit more visible, which is the look I want. So you're going to want to continue to do this and apply it. Basically, the amount that you use is up to you and the look that you want. I like this because it gives a little bit of character to the piece. It also helps to frame in your design on your wooden block. And you're going to want to continue to do this until all 3 pieces are done and you're happy with the look. So for cleanup, I use Fusion's odorless solvent. So that is great for cleaning the wax off your fingertips because I do find soap and water doesn't get rid of it. And if I notice on any of my pieces that I've maybe gotten wax in a few spots I don't want it, I'll grab a Q-tip, put a little bit in the lid, and just use it very sparingly and sort of rub out those small areas where you've maybe gotten wax and it looks like a smudge. And then once I do that, I'll wipe it back with a baby wipe just to try to get whatever remainder amount might be on there and take off any large amounts of solvent. Now, in this case, I needed a little bit more. That one spot was being stubborn, but in most cases, they're fairly small and they're easy to remove. So now I'm going to grab some of the gold rub and buff that I showed you at the beginning. And what I'm doing is adding that now a little bit over top of the black. And what I like about this is it creates a tarnished look. So these are pretty much almost done now. And I'll be providing you a photo right at the end of the finished 3 together. But what I love about these is it's a nice, easy project. They make a perfect hostess gift. I don't know if I discussed with you, but these are 6x6 blocks and 3 of them hanging together are just, they look beautiful and you can change them out to the different seasons. So just a reminder, we have many, many different styles and designs in stock, and you can purchase an extra set of wooden blocks and you can have 2 completed sets, one for yourself and one for a friend. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope you learned a little something during the video. And just a reminder that this free tutorial is brought to you by ninniesnapkins.com.